Hello, good evening, TIE. Good evening, Mona. Yes, we are bang on, back again at 4 o'clock. I, Vasundhara, from the bottom of my heart, is thankful and grateful to TIE Bhavnagar, to Harsha ma'am, Mona, and all the members of TIE to make power talks such like happen, to reach out to educators, to parents, and all those who are interested in early childhood growth and development happen right in front of you in for you in your homes. Through these power talks, there are powerful topics covered. There are unique, personalized, individual, insightful sessions by eminent educators. Today, I feel privileged to be one amongst all of them, to connect and to string whatever they have said and carry the baton of knowledge to all of you. I can see my dear Rupali ma'am, Sheetal, Mona, everybody online. I am so pleased to know that you are here to encourage and know, hear whatever I am gonna speak. We'll take a few more seconds for me to begin so that we have joinees coming in. So we are just 2 minutes to 4. We'll wait for five more minutes and then we shall start on. Yes, good evening, Alkaji, Shipra. Online and live sessions have really given us a very tech savvy knowledge of vast happenings. There are webinars, there are panel discussions, there are so many educative, informative sessions going on, and especially at this time, that is somewhere between 3 to 7, we have a great choice to make in to which session to attend to and which yes we miss. Definitely thanks to all the media that we have, that we can watch it back again as it is stored. That's it. There's one more of my favorite one. Hi Hetal, good evening to you. Yes, Sarmishta, Hiral, good evening all of you. Hello, Harsha ma'am. And there we are. So I was actually waiting for Harsha ma'am to join in, and my 4 starts now. That's it. Good evening to one and all. It has been a happy pleasure to wait for Harsha ma'am and all of you to come in. Thank you for being there. Let us begin something which is very, very close to all of us. Be it a younger age, be it a toddler, yourself, myself, grandma, parents, any age across or any caste, creed, location, no limitation is there when it comes to the word play. Yes, indeed. Play is such an important aspect of our life. It is during playtimes that we all communicate. There is so much to learn, communicate. There is all level of emotions, all level of spontaneity that play displays with it whenever we are playing. Play is actually a play, but in real sense, it is real education. Great powers are born while playing. Play means character building. Play is a process. It is a process wherein, yes, it helps us in acquiring knowledge through epic. Epic. E stands for exploration. P stands for problem solving. I, inquiry. C is creativity. So play, anytime played, anytime had fun with friends, lonely play, circle play, group play, silent play. It's epic. Play is a tool. Play helps us to communicate the inner core or even the environmental exploration while just simply playing around. It could be structural play, it could be free play, it could be with some leadership, with some adult, it could be while turn playing. It is definitely a tool. Earlier, before this particular 2 months that we are facing and we don't know what would be coming forward, we were always anxious about the rote and drill method being asked and being practiced in many, many early years, preschool centers, and as a matter, even parents. But gone are the days, thanks to ECA, thanks to educators of TIE, of ECA, that we all have made it so, so proactive that play has become a tool. The rote and drill method have long gone. They are just in words. We have, indeed, as today's session, we have play with a purpose. Play stimulates brain growth and development. Play is both outdoor, indoor. Currently in this situation, our children are all locked down along with us. We have ample of resources and we have ample of management skills that we bifurcate our time into different cores. We have work from home, but it is our dear children, not just early year children, but otherwise children across ages who are all indoors. So why not have play with a purpose, and that too for indoors? So my session would be a blend of outdoor and indoor, but basically focusing on the current situation, which may, and it is very uncertain, when will it be lifted. Coming over to play is a learner partner. We have a partnership that we built with the person whom we are playing with. It is an adaptability as in our opportunity. When we play, there is an enhancement of personalities. There is agreement, there is disagreement, there is turn. So there is adaptability because no one looks into winning or no one looks into mine. It is just participation. And it is when participated positively and with full zeal, you win. Because yes, play teaches you life skills. Play is a projection of inner or emotional life. It helps to satisfy drives, to be outdoor, indoor, to resolve our inner conflicts. It helps to cope up with anxiety. Play, if we bring forward during this time and in our planning, in our curriculum, in our content, in our routine, yes, it will help us to cope not only with our own anxiety and frustration or sometimes despair of not being able to, but also encourage our learners, our partners to resolve any conflict that they have in their mind or brain or senses. Play actually, it is as the reality demands. It makes, it will help you to make your own. We have gone through so many. We are educators who are learned, who have researched, who have learnt and heard about Froebel, his ideal gifts, his 13 ideal gifts. Montessori, the didactic equipments, the equipments that are a usage of puzzle, maze, games. It's a blend of eye-hand coordination, of pincer grip, of concentration, of mindfulness. Liv Vygotsky, he blended cognition with socio-emotional elements. What a better example to follow in this time. We have social beings around. We are surrounded, our children are surrounded with parents, grandparents, and devoid of their friends, the very friends that they play with. So what better example than to go and follow Vygotsky's special skills and theory about blending with socio-emotional beings around. Our very own Gijubai Badega. If you recall, some of us have been there. Bhavnagar is a place where Gijubai has practiced his wholeheartedly Bal Mandir. He called it Bal Mandir because it is the temple of children who play around. In those days, there was more of outdoor, there was more of scripting, but Gijubai blend the outdoors and indoors. In fact, he made fun, he made enjoyment, and he made it sure that studies were through playway method. His very famous Vanar Sena, I interpret it as Vanar Sena could have probably been those children who, as per nowadays MI theories that we keep advocating, must have been mischievous and playful children who could not just basically sit at one place or concentrate on the chalkboard or on the theories that must have been explained. So, he must have taken those playful children and created his Vanar Sena, which were given a task. Yes, there is play with a purpose. This purpose was to check on to any adults who were either threatening, hitting, or not letting the children just free. So this Vanar Sena was actually given a task, a purpose. In fact, this build up leadership, this build up responsibility. So when play is added or equipped with freedom, with some task, with purpose and responsibility, it is constructive. It delivers some human skills wherein the student or the child is imbibed and grows to a bigger level of acceptance. During this time, yes, and many more such, I would love to quote one line. The obstacle is the way. How do you bring forward a plane indoors? The answer is just one line. The obstacle is the way. Recognize your power. Everyone, we teachers, we are gifted with powers to recognize the ability to blend, to mold, to shape our own self before any child that comes forward. So we ourselves should recognize our powers. If to add on to these powers, if we can attend webinars, educative webinars, ECA does awesome webinars wherein we educate from researched and eminent speakers. There are methods and pedagogies that we can shape so that our power definitely multifolds. Individualize your session. Right now or then, later, whensoever, your each session is your own personality. What you do is your individual trait as a teacher. So individualize it. You have, if you are a grammar teacher, math teacher, a class teacher having 2-3 blends of exercises, you can manipulate whatever you have. And currently, I would just give you some right examples. Poem Antakshari. You start with the poem, the word. It is simply as we play an Antakshari, the ending word is caught up by someone else or the other team. Here you may have a plethora of your own students, maybe 20 students, 10 students. Each one gets one line at the end of the word and you have a poem Antakshari. It would be great fun to see giggles and play them. Word puzzles. Question circles. While the monotonous reading, we are shaping them by reading, or I am reading a story. Why that story is to be read out by one person in a culture? Why not have a circle? Why not give them some moment, ask them, in fact, read and then stop. Tell them to narrate or add up with their own story. Let them play. Give them objects. Let them play around with the stories, the words. And ask a question or let them have a question circle. One starts with a question, the other one ends on with the answer, and so on and so forth. It will be good. It takes a task to just tune them. And the children, yes, they love playing, be it a grammar class, math class. They love playing with anything that you have offered. It should be interesting. Passing the letters. Currently we are at home, so there are buttons, there are threads. You have matching, you have sorting, you have so much to do. Keep that on. Yes, a very, very important point. Use symbolic play. Right now, you are not very much in front of them in reality. You are just in virtual. They can sense you, they can see you, they can hear you. But you got them to even come more connective. So have symbolic play. We have symbolic plays are imaginative and reflective. They ignite senses. They make the children imagine. They make them pretend. And yes, enjoy your session while playing with a purpose. There are cross-lateral movements that you can use. Ask them to creep, to crawl, to march like a soldier, to wiggle like a fish. And again, you have a play with the purpose. You have movement. You have bodily and aesthetic involvements that are there. You need to connect. This is that time, because we are teachers and we always will be. We connect to communicate. And lastly, to yes, collaborate. There are so many ways to communicate. There is, if you recall, a fourfold that we have. Name, city, place that you can have. The nouns can be played up. It would be going for the older children. But then the tic-tac, then the mask making. When you make a mask, there is so much to communicate. In fact, one person to distribute the task or the play to make it more innovative and more involving, you can distribute the task of a story into each bits. Mask making, art making, and so forth. So yes, connect with them. You have to, as a teacher, think differently. In all your session, that is your individual power. So when you think differently, you can definitely involve the ones who are currently there in the scenario, and that is the parents, the grandparents, sibling. A very interesting session we had on music on movement some 2 days back on Tuesday. In that, yes, traditional movement music was definitely put forward. There is an example of play with purpose on Let Us Travel. Why don't you just have this imaginative, symbolic play? Let them imagine of being travel somewhere else, some parents' suitcases. There's so much to do, wherein there is art, there is music, there is games in that let us travel game, the play. So in total, whenever we are moving around or we are with our children or without our children, it is our power, our ability to steer that static movement into a lively and a happening, purposeful, meaningful playtime. Do not indulge in just concepts. Are they sink? Do they do even while if they are playing? If they are having the sink and float, let them spill. Let them play. 30 audience, or maybe somewhere you have a limited audience, give them time, let them make that mistake, let them take the sessions as play. Do not hurry with what you have planned for. Be ready, be prepared for none of it to work. Whatever you must have planned, think it out, or let it go even if it has not been thought of. So if nothing fits, then also it is play and it is constructive. You as an individual, you as an adult observer will know, and it is you to mark it where, in which direction is the child going using your MI skills. Be a child and let's play. I have some little exercises that we all can do. I don't know, I'm only watching myself, but I want you to play with me. So I'm sure a little bit. And smile if it brings forward that playful nature. So let's have that. So everybody touch. Touch something nearby. Thumbs up if you have touched something. So I want you to then squeeze something. Squeeze. Squeeze. I have something, I'm squeezing it. Squeeze. Hold. Hold. Hold something in your hands. Look up. Clutch. Cuddle. Tear. Tear. If you have something that you can tear, tear. Pretend play. Clap. Drop. Even if you don't have anything to drop, just action play. Drop. Carry. Imagine. Do symbolic play. Carry. It's heavy. Pretend it is heavy. Oh, it's heavy. Pinch. Ouch. Then you have to express an emotion. Let the children express an emotions. Ouch. Oh. And then you will virtually see the expression will read out, he did that to me. Even if the class is not together, it is on a virtual, on an online stage, yes, then also you will see that pinch and looking at you. So note that the child is enjoying and he is having a purposeful play with you. Roll. So while you are instructing or having the purpose of rolling as a movement, let the child leave the camera there and there, let the child roll on. Slide. There are no slides. The children are missing the playground. Why not create it? Let them slide over a bed. Just give them that breather time. Trust me, they enjoy all these instructional play also. And with you, they know that you are the one who really lets them be as they are. Because early year educators do not impose, do not force in. They just let them be as they are. And maximize your approach to be with them. I have a very important T. Varaki's 9 ways of choosing toys. I shall come to that as I read through very important skills. The first one is empowerment. Children should be independent to choose and play with the toys that you have set a task for. Second one is holistic development. It should develop. Choose the toys or your instruction that you are having to develop more than one skills so that you can play with it, or the student child can play with it with more multinationally or multifold approaches. Third is family and community. The toys that you're choosing, let the family join in. It encourages group involvement. Fourth is relationships. Dramatic play helps to develop self-control habits. Fifth, well-being. Make it a point, whatever choice of toys you are having currently, they feel safe and they are anxiety-free. Sixth is belonging. Allow the toys to be belonged to children. Let them, give them some communication time, let them talk about it. Contribution. The toy that you ask, if there is a task that you ask them to get, something that they have made or a manipulative toy, let it be a toy which can involve, or it can be, broken up and it can be redone and remade and reused. It should not be battery operated, which is, it is just, one stance. It gets very boring after some times. So the cars that run with, if you have, come on everybody, get up and go get some toys, or let's talk about transport. And we have all zooming up, everyone bringing in their remote control car and stuff and, all jazzy things. Cool down as a teacher. Tell them, why don't we have a task to make a Lego toy? So that is more on contribution. The choice that you are giving them to play, it is more on contribution and less of frustration, because it becomes bored. You're just speaking about it. Let them get involved. Eighth is communication. So select toys or give them the choice of toys while you are giving them a task online or offline, which involves conversation. Ninth way of choosing a toys by Tiva Reiki is exploration. When they are introducing or when you are having a session of show and tell, make it a point to let them explore. You do not interfere. Let them speak howsoever or whatsoever they want to during their time. So these were the 9 ways of choosing toys that you can plan while you are making your content for currently, that is the contemporary times of offline reach out to your students. We can definitely arrange play dates. We can have sessions. We can make them, let them arrange, give them a follow-up wherein there are sessions of each parent or each relationship in the house to come forward and do a task. So that becomes more purposeful. It blends. It brings them over together. It is up to you. Yes, we have applauded so many frontline workers, the police, the doctors, the nurses, the community helpers, those who help us to be healthy, clean, and sane during all these times. But you as an educator, you too are a frontline worker, the one who is intelligent, instructive, and a change maker. You are the only one who is actually playing while doing your task. And your play is with a purpose. I would open up to you if there are questions. If you would like to ask any questions, I would before that share with you something that I have created, and I keep this whensoever in sessions that I am with teachers. This is a very, very healthy tool. And right now, as the children are all inside, indoors, why not spread this out? I have a busy box. This is called a busy box. With the small things that I have from home, this is a tray, that is a food plate. I have some pom-poms. You are having so much of time. Why not knead out a little pom-poms? Put some cotton, knead it out with some of your cloth pom-poms. I have lovely emotional shuttles. You can see that there's an emotional shuttles. So you can have emotional display. So in this busy box, these are all done up. I have also kept around with some egg cartons, unused ones. They're all here. These are filed in. Some very good clippers, colorful clippers. So when you give this entire box to your child sitting at home, and in fact you can task it over to your parents also, when you give them this solution of busy boxes to fill this up as per some themes that you can draw, wherein you can ask them, this is the pincer grip and the eye head coordination, this is a green clipper, and to be selected you can choose them, give them a color green to go and put it in the box. Then we have, you say blue color, so you're playing with the purpose. There's a blue inside, so you can change your clipper to a blue. So there is matching, there is sorting, there is pincer grip, there is eye-hand coordination, so much to offer while being at home. Everyone has these little knickknacks. They may be pipe cleaners. We as educators, we are all always having some or the other, equipments to play around with. Even sitting in the car, we'll be having some knickknacks. Here is the pipe cleaners that I have. You can ask the parents to use pipe cleaners, which are bottle cleaners or something, wherein there is sensorial touch that can ignite play. And trust me, the children love it. They spend time all in all together. For a long time, they will sit at a place and play with whatever they have in that box. I could manage some colorful rainbow glasses, all in different. Again, the sorting is there. The green pom-pom goes into the green one, and so forth. So you can have staking, you can have color coordination, a lot that can be done. You can have communication, you can talk about the colors, wherein you can have mix and match, you can have so much of things in a busy box. So this is one pom-pom or a colorful box. You can refill. Every week you can give a task, make it more playful. You can introduce, put in papers. There are so many papers right now just lying around if there are no fancy toys or the equipments that you can't have. Sensorial can be done up through newspapers, wherein tear. Right now we had a little play task. Tear, crumple, paste, bridge it, paste, and then make a sculpture out of the paper tears. Then you can also have face. So the children, you do not need scissors for that. Only older children or maybe ahead, they can have the age across. You can keep on manipulating that newspaper into putting it as a mask, tearing a circle with the hand and then pasting that circle. So the mask may not be an appropriate mask or a picture of a face wherein two eyes are placed exactly. It could be an up and down, but then laugh it over, encourage the child that he has done the task and in a playful matter. So you can have mustache coming in. So there's so much that you can play with the newspapers also. The older age can have, you can have paper mache, you can make a lot. So take sessions on that. You can definitely develop more interest while playing, and the blend. Give them the time to communicate that what they have done and what is the procedure. So that really gives them, it is time consuming, it gives them a lot of inner satisfaction that yes, we are playing. See, a child is very naturally free flowing and is very adaptive of any situation. We are the ones who require that yes, I am feeling lonely, I am feeling depressed. No, these children in whatsoever age, they know and they are adapting. So it is unto us to give them or refuel them, propel them into more constructive, purposeful play. And yes, if you all have been to beaches, you have been to various outside, search what you have at home. Here are some shells that I have. So some other time this busy box can be replaced by newspaper. As I mentioned, you can replace it by shells. You can even, when you see that the child is going a little hayway, you can have these busy bags. I love to keep these busy bags and I'm very educative about them. You can put felt, you can put paper, you can put cotton, you can put some pulses to sort out. You can put lentils. There's so much in this busy bag, and you know the ownership of this bag will be so evident. So there you are also working on the skills of responsibility, of leadership, of constructive play. So what better than giving them the life? And yes, we are all into, you know, the smileys. Our school days, we would always have some the teacher is giving some smileys here or some very good. We are having some stickers on the routine chart or something, you know. So why not encourage them to go forward and peck it on your on mother's cheek or something? Have these smileys also always with you, and encourage it. Yeah, tell the parents also, pass this baton over to the parents also to advocate encouragements. So this is the time when you, me, and parents get together to play, not just pretend, play. There are definitely symbolic play, there are movements, there is so much to do, but because we are all in for education, we have, and we definitely make it play with a purpose. So yes, over to all of you who would like to ask any questions, anything that you would want to know from me for this little time that I've given. So here I am. Thank you for watching, being there, and having the session with me with play with the purpose. Make memories and play. Don't see the edge, don't see any obstacle, because obstacle is the way. Make the most of this. Thank you for watching. Thank you, TIE. Thank you, Arsha ma'am. Thank you, Rupali ma'am. Thank you, Hetal. Thank you all for being here with me.